So what I do when I meet someone for a lip enhancement is I don't just do a paint by numbers approach. I really like to study their lips. And when I look at Sarah, she's quite 50-50, top and bottom lip. So in terms of beautiful ideals, we work towards something called a golden ratio, and it exists throughout nature. So even if you look at plants, if you look at a leaf, if you measured the ratio of its width and then you turned it round, it would be approximately 1 to 1.61, and that's called the golden ratio. When you look at someone who is just drop dead gorgeous, there's a reason they're drop dead gorgeous. It's usually because they're meeting all the ratios across their face. So in terms of when I do dermal filler treatments, I aim to work towards that ratio. So I'm using a product called Juvederm Volift. It's in the Vicross range of filler, and it's a long-acting filler. So Sarah's result will last her a minimum of a year, up to 18 months. So it's not something that she's going to have done very quickly again. Sarah and I have had a chat before today about what she's after, which is what we're discussing in terms of what we're going to be doing. So the first bit I'm going to do for her is her lip border. The lip border is something we all lose volume on as we get a bit older, and ladies will notice that the lipstick starts to bleed into the little lines. So you can actually do a treatment on just the lip border if you're not looking for a full lip enhancement to stop those little upper lip lines that are occurring before they get too severe. You can treat them when they are more severe as well. Okay. I apologise if I'm obscuring the view. Little sharp scratch coming up. Well done, my love. Super. I'm just going to sit Sarah up so you can see straight away what's happened. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that kind of detail up on the camera. Yeah. I've already done a teeny tiny injection so far on her lip border, but look at the left-hand side compared to the right-hand side. You can see her top of her cupid's bow has more height, and the lip border is now popping out a little bit more at us. Obviously that is filler and swelling, so it's actually going to be even more natural once the swelling settles down, because every time I put the needle in, she's going to bleed a bit, she's going to swell a little bit, but it's instant result.
How did it feel?
It stings a little bit, but not much. It's bizarre. I think it's the idea of it. Because I see the needle, that one stung more because I was watching the needle go in. It's psychological, but you feel it slightly, but it's not as bad as what I thought.
Good. And the first 2 injections are the worst because the filler itself has a numbing agent built into it called lignocaine. It's the same thing that dentists give you when they numb you up for a filling. So as we go on throughout the treatment, it'll actually get a bit easier. The first couple of ones are a bit sharper. No, it's actually you hardly feel it under the eyes. Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind, Kiran. Yeah, Kiran has had an under the eye treatment, and yeah, it's really not bad. I also have had an under the eye filler treatment. It was about a year ago, so it's starting to wear off a little bit. I see a surprise face on Mandy, but yes, so I genetically, you know, I was saying some people have hollows under the eyes that come with age, other people have them that are just genetic, so I can see them on my 5-year-old daughter. I'm not going to filler her. Don't worry, don't call social services. Just to make the point that, you know, you can have them from childhood, and I did, and I always had people say to me when I didn't have makeup on particularly, you look tired. My grandma was a classic for that. Obviously my gran doesn't know what I had done, but after I'd had it done with no makeup, she said, oh, you look all right. I didn't look tired, so I was like, well, that's an improvement, isn't it? So I knew it made a difference to me, and yeah, it's a beautiful treatment to do in terms of it not being a giveaway you've had anything done, but it just freshens you up. Okay. So if you have a look at Sarah now, it's a very exaggerated cupid's bow because of the swelling. So it actually gives you the V back as well. So if you started losing the V, that'll come back in as well. And you can see how the light's just hitting upon the contours more now. So she's going to look a lot sharper, which tells you exactly how it helps an older lip. Sarah's definitely not in that category, but an older lip, you lose all your contours, so you get all your contours put back in, and it just adds that little bit of extra oomph. Okay. Yep, allergy is a possibility with dermal filler treatments, just the same way that you can be allergic to anything on this planet though. It's not common at all. I'm yet to have someone have a severe allergy reaction, but being medical, I think it would be foolish not to be prepared. So in my little box there, I keep everything I need should she be having a reaction right now. I actually like it when people come to me and say, I don't know what I want, I just want you to make me look better, because it's my favourite type of client to have. The reason being is I can then sort of look at their face from the top of the face right down to the chin and assess their ratios and look at where could they benefit from that golden ratio I was talking about, adding a bit more volume, losing a line or two. And then once I've assessed your face, I can tell you what I'm seeing, and then we can prioritize it with you.
It feels just like you've been to the dentist. It just feels a bit numb still. Yeah. It doesn't sting as yet, but can you put ice packs on it? Like,
so
no?
Direct ice is too cold for filler, but if you take something from the freezer, wrap it in a layer of tea towel, lightly hold it over, that's absolutely fine.
And
if
more
it's swelling.
cream. I've got some of that gel.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Go on, first. I need to.
I was just going to say, now that she's had her lips done, in terms of like food or drink, can she just have whatever she
As
wants?
soon as she feels the numbness is gone, yes, totally as normal. So yeah, so even in an hour's time, if she wanted something to
I feel
eat.
the numbness has gone already.
Brilliant,
You know, like in my mouth.
Excellent,
I think that's why it stung a bit more.
Yes,
like,
it was wearing off.
worn
Because bless poor Sarah's been applying her numbing cream since the beginning of the evening.
So would you use them about aftercare? So could she go, like, for example, if she was to go to the gym tomorrow or something?
Yes, I recommend 2 days of avoiding activities that make you very hot, because when you get hot you swell more. So just to get, and it's not because it's going to affect her filler, it's just that it's going to make her swell. So if she wants a quicker downtime, get to her finished result quicker, it's best to avoid any activities that make you hot for 48 hours. So steam room saunas included is a no-no for a couple of days.
I don't have that luxury with 3 young children.
The only other thing I tend to say to people is not to sleep on their face. Night one is because you don't want to squash it. So on your back or your side is fine as well.
And lipstick, can you wear lipstick?
From tomorrow. So makeup 6 hours is a bare minimum rule, but so theoretically speaking tomorrow. The key thing is when you come to taking off your lipstick, you don't scrub, it's lightly wipe away just for a couple of weeks. So obviously avoid things like going for facials after dermal filler treatments for a couple of weeks, because when they do facials, they really get in and dig hard, and you don't want anyone messing that up. Just for a fortnight. After that, they can do what they like. Yeah, she's smiling, happy.
No, I feel really good now.
Good.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.